Hey, Rich, do
Oh,
I get the prize for best biography?
I don't
Well,
know. My
I'm gonna
stuff
wait
is
for
pretty
Bobby.
No, I can't see Alan, so I can't vote.
right.
Yeah,
That's
Well,
true.
that's why I'm asking Rich to. I mean,
yeah.
open up put hours in
I mean,
making like the character was perfect.
yours is the longest, definitely.
Sweet.
All right. So we're gonna start. We're gonna go down between each of your characters. You're going to explain to me where your character is, and at this point, and what they're currently doing. And the idea is that I'll jump in with you receiving some sort of information. But we're gonna start with Merlara simply because you're on the top of the character sheet list. So what is Merlara currently up to, and where?
Um, it's a good question.
It
Did
is.
you read the story that I wrote down?
I did not. I forgot to actually
Okay.
grab that real quick. Hang on.
Yeah, I only got that very recently.
Oh. Oh.
You will find where I am right now
Um.
is hard to pick.
Hmm.
Where are the other people's pages? I can't see anyone else.
They're
Yeah.
all in
They.
you can't see them.
Yeah. Alan and Patrick had made it so they didn't want to see each other's backstories.
I never said that.
I'll probably change it back in a little bit when you guys come together, so you can see them.
I don't know.
Bobby,
Out of
I
back-
don't know.
All right.
I would say that. That's not the truth. So I will say that your character believes that. So I would say yes, your character can definitely believe the. Oh, the hell?
All right.
Oh, that's you. I'll definitely say your character believes
Okay.
in that description, but that can't be the canon one just because that makes no sense
Okay.
and it sort of breaks the world. But I definitely am fine with your character believing that.
All right.
Yeah.
Um,
Of course you do
No, I
this
can
like
be-
10 minutes before we start.
well, had this planned. I forgot to write it in.
Yeah.
Um,
So I will say, and even I'll even go another step farther that it may be the truth. There's just no way to prove it. So there may be times where if you want to try and fall onto it as as a boost to a skill check or something, I'd allow you to at least attempt that.
Oh, all right. I can be, I don't know, doing some work in a dark room. I'm a photographer, supposedly.
Yeah. So in that case, and as a photographer, are you working for a specific newspaper or are you just taking like portrait photography or something?
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
flat.
portrait photography. Sure.
So it's not. So in your case, it's not a investigative in terms of in background. It's more of this is a hobby that became a type of career for her.
Yeah, I do. I do the creative stuff for fun, maybe.
Okay. All right, and then if you can, well, and then so what'll happen is and then I explain where Malara's working: apartment, house.
Yeah, an apartment.
All right, so just in like the dark room, you sort of ad hoc dark room in your apartment.
Yeah.
As you're working, you hear a knock at the door. Somebody's just sort of banging, kind of not. They're not super interested in getting in. They're not like a cop or something, but they're just rhythmically knocking to get someone's attention.
All right, I'll answer the door.
All right, and then you'll see just a simple fellow in a kind of basic uniform from.
Hello.
Damn it, we're not even that much in. Don't start now. So let's see. Oh shit, I forgot to check.
Hello, delivering a message.
Hello.
There's no way to. Oh, I can show that. Okay, no, sorry. So I'm gonna share something with you. I believe. No, select all.
I'll be right back while I'm getting this set up.
All right.
We barely started.
There was a way to split the characters, and I forget how it happened. Oh well, no big deal. So well, Alan won't see it because he's not there, but he basically said you Malala. Like asking if that's your identity. He basically just asks if that's your identity. Are you Merlara?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like me.
All right.
Oh,
Hands
I
you a
see a
telegram. Hands you a telegram. Walks off. Telegram, as you can see, I assume everyone sees the telegram now.
I do see the telegram.
As you see, it's very short, to the point. As you see, it's from an old acquaintance, Rupert Merriweather, saying how he fears for the worst and that he's deathly ill, and that he requires you to be, or he wants you to be at St. Mary's Hospital in Arkham tomorrow.
I've had bad experiences with places named Arkham.
You will have a very bad time in this setting.
I'm not sure that name is ominous.
Yeah. Well, what is... So, again, it's by Rupert. Is he a friend, an enemy?
Well, I have no memory of him. Clearly, he thinks he knows me.
Here's a question. Is it significant that importance is spelled wrong in the telegram?
Wait, did we see the telegram somewhere?
It should be on your
It
screen
should be up
right
on your
now.
screen.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's not significant. One will
Okay,
drop
because
that
I'm wondering
down.
if it actually meant, is it supposed to be of extreme importance or of extreme impotence? I'm trying to
Also-
figure out what the typo is there.
Also,
Have we all seen it, or is it only Bobby that's seen it?
yeah, you all can see it because I couldn't find a way to split the characters to only one seat at a time. I thought
Right,
it
but
was
right
just
now, only Bobby is seeing it.
yeah, hypothetically,
Sure.
yeah. Also,
And
as
yet-
an aside, this is taking place in like the 1920s, 1940s esque era. So they're all again like they're all.
Wait. That is a big block.
Well, I'm not. Well, yes.
It's undifferentiated.
I'm
Could be the
saying-
Roaring '20s or the brink of World War II.
Don't
So
forget
I'll
the
say
depressions in there too.
I'll say 1930s then, because you're correct. We don't
Alright.
need to be.
That's
doing
good.
World
Split
War
the
II.
difference. So we're in the midst of the Great Depression, is what you're
But my
telling me.
sense is that he may have a fancier spelling of it, which may or may not be correct.
It's just gonna take.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
This is my question, though, because depending on the typo, he could either be telling us of something extremely important or extremely impotent. And this is the question. I feel like there's already a mystery here.
If you want, you can bring that up with him when you meet him in person.
I thought he was dead.
What? No.
No,
But he
oh my
wrote
God.
the letter.
He sent a
Depends
telegram.
Not long
Right, By
now.
the time we get there, he's dead.
Ram.
Depends how long
Right,
it
but-
takes for you to get
I
there.
mean, he sent the telegram like how many days ago? And it's probably, it's 1930s. They don't come quickly. So
Well, but he also has a date.
What do you
Please
mean they
attend
don't come
tomorrow,
quickly?
10th
What do
of
you
May.
think telegrams are for?
you got to get him on the Pony Express and ride him across country.
All right. Anyway, so Malala, you're saying that you have no memory of this person, but
Clearly he knows me, but thinks he knows me.
All right. So if that's
So we're
Yeah,
rolling.
I'll follow him.
all right, good. So do you take anything with you specifically when you head out?
I guess my gun and my camera.
All right. Just making sure. Because if you want, even if you have stuff like not in your possessions, if you're like, oh, I should have bought that, like you can type it in like right now if you want to. But if you're good with that, then that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need.
All right. So then we will go down to the next in line, Jimson Smuffisun.
Yes.
What is he up to right now? And where is he?
Well, on my character sheet, I said.
I'm doing this more as an introduction for everyone besides. So don't
Yeah.
feel bad that I didn't read your sheet. I did definitely read it.
No, I just put this.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
you also just added something. Great.
Yeah.
This is the best thing I could have.
So I just say what I was doing right before. Whatever. the
yeah,
hell we're
like
doing now.
it just imagine you literally. It's like your character was doing whatever his life, and then we just popped in at a moment, and it's like, what did we catch him doing?
Okay, well, as a gentleman, I was on my way to a gentleman paradise convention.
What is a
Somewhere.
paradise convention?
Wherever. The gentleman's paradise.
What is that? Is that a
The convention. It's called the gentleman's paradise.
yeah? But the gentleman's paradise could be a strip club.
So that's true. But this is not that kind of gentleman. It's real gentleman. You wouldn't know.
Gentlemen have
I would.
convention.
Is it a convention of gentlemen or a convention of gentlemen?
Gentlemen.
There's a panel to debate that during the convention.
All right.
All right. So, and you're heading, and again in the backstory it says Brixbury.
Brixbury.
Yes, which I don't know if it's a real place, but I'll pretend it's near Arkham.
Sorry. Ricksbury?
Brixbury.
That's where.
Okay.
Where the gentlemen are.
Yep.
Is it Bricksburg or Bricksbury?
Barry, AOY.
Barry. Okay.
So, and how are you getting there? I assume in a vehicle
On my
sometimes?
putt-putt.
So you were driving yourself there.
It did.
All right, and we'll say you arrive. We'll say that you're driving along, you eventually arrive at the convention. As you go to check in, we'll say at the hotel nearby, or we want attached to it, that the clerk looks at your name and goes, "Oh, Mr. Smuffisun is the last name? That's how to pronounce it?
Smuffisun.
Smuffisun. Yeah, okay. Mr. Smuffisun, there's actually mail or a letter for you already here." And she hands you a yellowed telegram as well, stating, indicating it's from Rupert Merriweather, and asking that you unfortunately cut your weekend plans short to attend to him at the hospital, for he fears he has not much time. What is he to you? And what is he to Jimson? Is he an enemy, an ally, a friend, somebody he knows deeply?
Wait, what's his name?
Rupert Merriweather.
Oh, a gentleman.
Maybe it was sexual.
Let's not go there, please.
A close gentleman friend. There you go.
Yes. So you two were gentlemen essentially at the same time in the area, and then eventually just drifted away, doing your gentlemanly things.
As gentlemen often do.
All right. So do you go to him, or do you continue with the convention? I'm willing to deal with this.
Go to him.
Who's with you, Ellen?
That's Hope.
Having a good time
Oh.
so far.
Okay,
It's definitely Hope's laugh.
as long as someone's
Yep.
enjoying this.
Oh, nice.
That sounds like Alan's enjoying it.
Yeah, but Jimson, do you
Yes,
travel?
I shall go to him as his final wishes.
All right, and I assume then are you driving straight back, or driving straight to the hospital?
Yes.
Do you bother to get your luggage or any besides what's listed in your possessions? Do you go to grab anything else?
All I need is my pocket scotch and cigars.
And your skeleton key.
And my skeleton key, which I have given myself. I need that skeleton key. And my handgun with silencer. And my full suit.
I like the idea of this.
I'm gonna write a fanfic just about Jimson Smuffisun.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, but Jimson, he heads out. He goes in his putt-putt, and he makes it a beeline for the hospital. Right, we head over then to Jimmy G. Jimmy, what is up with your life right now? Where are you?
I'm in a bad place. I've lost my job as a Gotham detective. I'm in my apartment, drinking, because I'm a bounty hunter.
Oh, my heart hurts already.
I'm a bounty hunter.
So Jimmy is alone by himself, just drinking, stewing about his loss of his employment.
That's right, because I'm a loner and a bounty hunter.
All right, you hear knocking at the door. What do you do?
I say, what?
Pull that
What?
door.
I'm a bounty hunter.
All right. So telegram, sir.
I guess I'd get up and open the door with an attitude.
He sort of jumps back, fighting as you kind of yank the door open. And as seen at your face, he just sort of leans back and kind of like gingerly tries to hand you the telegram.
I snatch it out of his hand.
He takes off running.
As well he should, because I'm a bounty hunter.
As you,
I thought it was gonna be the worst. This is good.
yeah, I was. You read the telegram. It's from your friend / enemy.
We're not friends. He's a potential bounty. We are not friends. I'm on the
Cancer.
trail of I'm on the trail. That's a convenient excuse. I'm on the trail of a number of escaped maniacs from Arkham Asylum, and he is potentially one.
Collect a bounty on someone with cancer.
So have you ever met him then before? Have you
I have
escaped?
not. I've met men like him, though.
All right, I'm trying to figure out a reason why you.
Bunch of real jokers. They are.
I'm trying to figure out why he would send you a telegram.
It's clearly a part of a long, devious con.
Maybe
Or
he's
it's a
just
trap.
My God.
Yeah. We'll say that it's possible he's trying to con you, or maybe he feels bad after all these years, and he just wants to be taken
Or
in
he's
by.
just insane like all the other bounties I'm hunting down, and this is part of his insaneness.
Of course, I assume then that you take him up on the offer to see him and catch him.
I suppose. I mean, Arkham's just down the street. I guess I can go in the hospital in Arkham.
Yes,
I mean, I've been there before. I briefly worked there as a security guard.
of course,
It is that Arkham, right? The asylum that's in my city?
of course. It's actually a town, but we'll say in this case it's a town
No,
built around the
the
asylum.
telegram just says St. Mary's Hospital in Arkham, and you sent it to it was sent to a man in Gotham. So I'm of course going to assume it is
Well-
the hospital inside of Arkham Asylum.
Yes, Arkham though the asylum has been built up to be almost a town in of itself now. It's been needing so many extra buildings.
That's not new.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes.
That's Arkham. Yeah.
Does Jimmy take anything else besides what's in his character sheet? Possessions.
I grab I've got my gun, my trench coat, my hat.
Man,
my
you guys
whiskey,
all have guns. I'm gonna
my
have to
billy
alter
club.
that
I
I
combat.
talked about this.
I
and
know.
my machete. Because I'm a bounty hunter.
Wait, I
You
like
gotta
it.
be
So your
prepared.
character has a machete and a billy club.
That's right. Because I'm a former police
He needs
officer.
those.
It's like, do I want to kill them or arrest them?
It depends on my mood.
Yes. So you head out into the night as it
Exactly.
rains darkly.
Yes, with my
Even
hat
though-
and my trench coat on.
Even though he needs you to meet him there tomorrow, and it's only down the street.
I wonder. I steal a car.
Drive like. Oh wait, I'll have to make a note of that. All right. All right, Jesus Christ. All right, so we cut now to Dim. Where is he? What is he about?
I'm on the outskirts of Arkham. I'm actually waking up in the a hayloft of a barn, with the farmer's daughter beside me. I'm a drifter, and I've just been drifting from town to town. The ladies love me, and so I love them back.
Okay, I am honestly terrified of all of four of your characters.
It's pretty
Why?
bad.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh, but I'm a fighter too. I should.
Yeah.
I'm a lover and a fighter. And if you want to get rid of my gun, you can edit my gun away. If
No,
everybody
the
else-
gun,
Oh my God.
the gun is fine. I will just make it that much more difficult.
You should sell mashup T-shirts that say "I'm a lover and a fighter."
pretty good one. So, I
Actually,
was
the T-shirt should say, "I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I'm also a fighter."
Like on the back, it should say, "But I'm also a fighter."
that's very close to the I wrote of myself. I was once mauled by a bear. I'm a pretty tough guy.
Yeah.
I assume you've got that down under scars.
Yes, mauled by bear, absolutely.
He does, actually.
I also have a serpent tattoo, several bullet and shiv wounds.
So,
Excellent. Well, you've also probably got some bruising from the Fight Club.
The bruising is gone because I'm a
Ah.
very, very good-looking guy.
Okay.
so Ark he was in the barn with the homeless daughter. What
I
was
prefer
did
you
he
called me Dim, actually.
dim or din?
I think it better captures. Sometimes people call me Arky.
Okay.
But or Dim works.
Yeah, it takes a while. Once it clicks, it's sad.
Yeah.
So Dim is in the barn. He's just woken up. Has he been doing anything?
Oh, I don't think we did any sleeping last night, if you know what I mean.
Was there a reason besides he drifting? Was he working at the farm as well, or was he just drifting by?
Well, you know how it goes. I drifted by and I pretended like I was going to work, but mostly it was a.
All right.
Okay, he again
To
just
think it was
completely
like
cut
the
out.
end of the Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah, he cut it cuts out like different for each person, so I got a bit more than others.
Connection's not great today.
Yeah. All right. So the farmer starts. You hear the doors open as the farmer walks up the ladder, yelling about how some guy found him, flagged him down in town about how you having a letter for you.
Okay, well, his daughter is definitely like scrambling to hide behind a hay bale while he comes up.
All right. I'm also kind of for both of you. I want you to roll. Oh wait, I'm already here. I roll a stealth.
Double already.
Yes. Well, you're that kind of person. Oh jeez, I'm trying to remember. Is it just stealth or is it? Wait. Oh,
I have a.
But Ark Dim is not trying to hide. It's just the
Well,
farmer's
the
daughter.
assumption is that he's sort of helping her, and it's also to.
Oh no, he leaves her on her own. She's completely on her own.
Well,
Seems like. But I'm protecting myself.
That's what I'm saying. It's in his best interest to help. Oh, stealth. There we go in science skill. I don't know why.
I yelled at the farmer, "Hang on, I need to put on my pants." Just to
Yeah.
keep,
So roll me a stealth skill.
There's not up here.
where?
Where's whatever? It's under science skills. I don't know why. It's
what
on
skills?
the sciences.
Okay. Oh, wait, I only have a 20 for stealth.
Oh no.
Oh, that was
Oh,
a bad thing.
So now we're gonna also show another aspect of Cthulhu in that you can push a roll, which means that you get to roll again, but the negative consequences are that much worse.
No, I don't care.
So if you want, you can try again.
I've been in the Shawshank prison fight club. I'm good.
Oh, so you're not gonna help her hide again. You're gonna just say, "Oh, screw it, she doesn't get hidden."
How come Alan's role isn't showing up in the chat?
He whispered it to
probably
me
on
because he has whisper
Oh.
feature still on. It's off
Oh, how
now.
do I'll turn
I
off
turned it off.
whisper. Okay, got it.
He
Sorry,
got
I
an
rolled
80.
it. I needed a
Yeah,
20.
he did. Yeah, he.
No.
There's not much more worse he could have done. Okay, so in this case, what's happening is you're sort of helping her hide, basically by like kind of throwing hay at her, like wherever
Yeah.
she's going. Like it's not even like the bales, like you're just grabbing like loose hay and sort of tossing it, but like it's just spreading. So by the time he
That's
gets
good, a
up
bale
there,
work.
it looks kind of like it.
It looks like you had sex with a
Actually-
scarecrow.
Actually, give me a luck roll as well. Luck is on the top. On the top right, that skill, if you click it, it'll roll as well. Wow, it
big
is not
fan.
going good today. All right, so he comes up and says, "What the hell are you doing? I could have sworn I told you to do work."
It did work. I mean, I did a lot of work.
It says failure. I don't know. All I see is it says failure.
Oh, it doesn't show you the numbers?
Yeah.
It does not appear that you got lucky.
Well, I
okay.
did, and then that's how I would put it.
Well, because what I was basically wanting was to see if you would come up and see, "Oh, good, you're working more even this early in the morning," basically, to see if he was just basically lucky that he's that.
Oh, he was
stupid.
working early in the morning, that's for
I
sure.
was. I think
Yeah.
I've made that.
He
Can I ask him what the message is?
he's kind of like mad. He just sort of he basically crumples it up and throws it at you and says, "All right, get the hell out. You're clearly not going to do any work." And he's basically like, kind of forcing you out down the ladder as he threw it at you. So not even giving you time to read it.
I hope he doesn't ask his wife what happened last night.
Was it his wife or daughter?
It have to be one or the other.
As you go down the stairs, you hear him yell, "What the hell?" And then you basically hear him, roll a listen check. This is fun. I get to
Does
show
he
off all
yell
those
what the
skills.
hell with that tone of voice? Because I'm pretty sure he's not scared of that.
What the hell?
Wait, what do I need to roll?
A listen check, which
Listen
is
from
in
the
the
middle.
middle.
Listen, I need a 20. There's no way.
I don't know.
No,
What did you put your points? Oh, dodge. Okay. So basically, you don't hear it, but he's basically cocking a shotgun that he had up
Oh!
there. So you're at the bottom of the steps, and you basically turn to see him shooting at you.
Yikes! I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing all my stuff in my rucksack and I'm running.
Yeah. So
Oh, is a
yeah, he's
rucksack
basically-
amongst your possessions?
I think it
It's
is
not.
actually. Yeah. Oh, it isn't. I thought that's when I saw it. But so he's basically firing at you as you book it down the road. About 10, 15 minutes later of running, and you don't see him. It's kind of early in the morning still, so it's a bit of like a mist. So you're pretty sure you lost him fairly easily.
Excellent.
You
Wasn't very-
you turn to open the letter to see what it says, and it mentions it mentions, it's from Rupert Merriweather. He has cancer, and he would like you to see him tomorrow at the St. Mary's Hospital. What is Rupert to you?
Well, my question to you as the keeper is like, how much should I reveal of my backstory? People-
As much as you want. Again, if you just want to show, you can just say like Rupert's a friend, and that could be it. Or you can say
Well-
he's an enemy, and that's it.
I say this.
Yes.
Rupert was a friend and an employer, and then an enemy.
Okay.
But we did
But so
not
you
end-
had many a reason to know him, and while his last one was an enemy, there's still reason enough for you to go see him, if only because maybe he put you in the will as an apology.
I think I assume that he is going to apologize to me when I get
Yeah.
there. All the ways in which created our
So all right then, you head out. That is all 4 of the players finally
Okay,
going.
and I'm
to-
bringing
I'm sorry.
all of
Yes.
them with me.
Yeah. Oh, and so I
What do you-
always assume if it's in your possessions, I always assume you have it. I would just in some of the other cases where they start off with them in their apartments, if they wanted to grab extra stuff, like
So
Yeah,
everybody else read their possessions. Should I read mine?
you don't have to read all of them.
Yes, you should read them.
But if
I
you
would like to know
want,
what
you,
my-
if you want to, you can. It's basically 100% your choice. You can
All right,
read.
well, this way my friends will know what we have to work with. I have a dirty sleeping bag, a couple of pots that I cook with on the side of the road, a wrench, I still do the best job, hair dye, condoms, car, a prized football jersey number 9. I have an old jalopy, but it doesn't run, and it's in Riverdale.
I was just to say, you have an old jalopy in your rucksack.
No, it's in Riverdale. It doesn't run. The
So
other
you
things I
can-
have.
So basically, you
I've
have a car somewhere, but like it's more of you have it just for the sake of it. It's not going to be usable.
Well, if we ever got to Riverdale,
You could potentially
we'll
fix it.
so I've got some gargoyle antlers. I've got a spray bottle with baby oil in it. I've got a 6-pack.
And now for the rest of everyone, the 6-pack is not alcohol or soda. It is.
Yeah, no,
everything-
yes.
Okay,
I
figured.
I'm just making sure it is
yeah,
everything.
we figured we were able to read between the lines there.
I'm bringing it all with me except for the jalopy.
All right, so you are all heading out. You all have the note. Some of you are maybe taking a little roundabout way, say just driving aimlessly through a stolen car in the city. But
You got to be unpredictable with your bounty hunter.
you all eventually arrive. We'll essentially say you all end up pulling up or walking up to the and I'll let everyone introduce themselves, but you all end up arriving at the exterior of the hospital roughly in the morning, about say like 9 o'clock, so a little bit early, unless anybody specifically wants to show up extra early or extra late for any reason.
I've probably been here for a while scouting the place.
Have you? Okay, so you've been here, say like from almost like 2 in the morning. You've been here scoping the place out.
Yes, I've staked it out.
All right. So we'll say then, would anyone else have arrived earlier than normal?
No,
Definitely not.
not me.
And definitely not.
Yeah. So in that case, hang on. Let's bring it to there. So Jimmy is there already. Are you? Did you bring the car with you?
Brought the car with me. I'm in the car. That
Okay,
way I'm
so-
very incognito.
Okay,
Gosh,
so
but you've never done a
you actually
stakeout.
brought the car. Hang on.
Of course I brought the car.
There, yeah. Car. Why would he steal a car and then not use it? That makes no sense.
Well, because it's stolen,
yeah.
so you think you don't ditch it before.
It's
you...
not stolen, it's appropriated. I'm a bounty hunter.
So you're in the
Know these
car.
things.
You see, you're the first one to see Hang on, I'll just roll to see who shows up first. You see another fellow drive up. The sun has risen. You see a fellow in a putt-putt in a very nice suit.
Has to be V.
Sounds like a gentleman.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Possibly
gentleman.
possibly a supervillain.
Yes, in a putt-putt. He drives up. He's clearly been driving all night long. His hair, while not disheveled or looking out of place, it does look like his hair has been in the wind for a little bit.
That's an important detail.
I'm trying. But you see him drive up. Jimson, give me a spot hidden check, which is
Spot hidden check?
Yes.
I don't even know it.
That's basically like the fine things. On the right underneath science skills. I think
Science.
I don't think it's science. I think the label's underneath the category.
Success.
Ah,
Yes.
of course.
So as you're driving by, you look to your left and you see a fellow just sitting in a car, and a bit of a nicer car than yours, but more of like a newer. But just sitting there staring at people walking by. He's essentially, you see him staring at you for a little bit before like your eyes meet and you look
Drinking.
away. Yes,
Ah.
he does not look well. He does not look like he definitely does not look
Oh,
like a
hey.
cop.
I am ripped.
He must have bought that car. It's a nice car.
Yes, but you see him staring at you. He's clearly watching you for some reason as you drive by. And then you.
Because I watch everybody.
Yes,
Everybody's a
we'll
potential
say you
target.
park in like near the hospital. We'll say like basically at the bottom of the road. Oops, that's not what I want to do. The bottom of the road here, and then you begin to do you begin to go into the hospital, or do you have anything you want to
Pretty
do?
sure I would not do my stakeout in the middle of the driveway.
No. I'm saying Jimson parked at the bottom of the driveway.
Ah, okay.
Because the driveway is more of like almost like loading passengers and stuff, so you won't actually park there because like you'd be blocking it. But no, you are on the street. So I guess we wanted to like you'd be on the street down like as it's passing by. Like there's essentially a main road passing by this driveway, and you're like down the road a bit. So you're
Possibly
parked.
obscured by some trees.
Yes, we'll say there's a single tree that's bare of any leaves, but that you are slightly behind.
Well, that doesn't really seem effective in terms of hiding my car.
You don't seem a very effective person.
Maybe you're not a good bounty hunter.
Yeah, have you thought about that?
Bounty hunter.
But anyway, this is back to Jimson. So you walk in, and so you enter the building, and there's a waiting room. There's a receptionist. There's a
Apparently a
dog.
dog.
There's an older lady with a small dog waiting for
Can
her
I hit
husband
the
to come
dog
out.
with my billy club?
No, because you're not inside the building. So, you go up to the receptionist. What do you do when you walk in there?
Oh, I introduced myself. Hello, ma'am. Good evening,
It's
woman. I am.
Good morning,
Jimson.
sir.
I followed the trail of pennies inside, and I have come to see my good friend's corpse or whatever the hell.
I'm sorry, sir. Can I help you?
Dead yet?
She's like, you can see she's like moving to almost push the security button. Sir, can I help you? Are you here to see someone? Do you have
Yes.
an appointment?
I'm here to see. Who are we here for?
You,
Rufus Merriweather.
Rufus.
Rupert.
Rupus?
Rupert. Sorry,
Rufus.
I might need. Hang on. Do I need to check my background? I might need to change some things real quick. Here.
My formerly close friend Rufus.
she stares at you a little bit. She goes to the book and starts like looking up names.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotta fix that. Hang on. Rupert.
So you're in here. Stop. So you're in here. She's basically going to the name like of Rufus and like no. As that happens, Bobby, I forgot. Did you just set out to walk here? Or did you take
yeah,
a
sure.
Okay, I didn't. I
No,
forgot.
I turned off my monitor.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you walk up. Give me also a spot hidden check.
Sure.
I'm surprised your spot hidden is so low.
Hang on. There we are.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
me too.
yeah, so you don't see anything. You see some people parked on the road. You see some people like walking on the grounds, like kind of like groundskeepers and stuff. But that's all. You head inside. As you walk in, you see a very well dressed gentleman. So dressed to the nines, almost clearly somebody of stature.
Sounds like me.
And
Or
he's
somebody who wants to look like he has stature.
yes,
You mean financial stature, right?
Yes.
Not like stature.
he has horrible scoliosis, but no,
I have scoliosis.
no.
Well, that seems offensive to people who have scoliosis.
What? One could have it?
Yes,
I wasn't aware I had it.
you do not. I was kidding. Anyway,
Making
Bobby, you
jokes
walk
about
in.
the scoliosis people.
Now it's gotten bad.
So, Bobby, you walk in, or Merlara, you walk in. You see a gentleman. The receptionist is trying to help him find something. Do you walk up? Do you wait your turn?
I'll wait my turn. Yeah, I'll see how this plays out.
Jesus. All right. And then as that happens, Alan, you walk up just as Dim. Right, not an N, right? M.
Dim. Yep.
Dim. Okay. Dim, you walk up just as you see someone go inside. Also roll a spot hidden check, just to heck of it.
Spot hidden.
Should be on the bottom, not bottom, your bottom right.
Under skills, Alan.
Yeah.
Still.
Over in the science skills.
Yeah. Also, if anybody does have trouble finding it, I can always just roll it for them as well. Like, I can activate the roll.
What am I right?
On the bottom right, underneath sciences skills, it should say sleight of hand, then spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Got it.
And if you click that,
I just did. I failed again, but it was
Yeah.
close. It was a 29 versus a 25.
yeah, it was close. Also, Jimson, if you can put next to spot hidden, Danny, if you can click the little circle, so it's like so it's highlighted.
Yeah.
When you succeeded a skill, you can do that at least once. Once like a mission or a story a module, and that basically means then after the end of it, you get a chance to level up those specific skills.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's only a success. Anyway, so you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You see some people, tending with the grounds. Also, what are you dressed as? I forgot to mention, because I know you used to do a drifter. Are you dressed well? Do you look like a hobo or drifter?
I look like I don't look like a hobo or a drifter because
Are you wearing a shirt right now?
I do have a shirt on, but it's like a flannel shirt and it's not buttoned up.
Okay.
I've got buttons, and it's like I'm definitely a hobo, but I look like Troy Bolton.
Okay, so then you don't get any looks going in. Nobody really sees you. Again, you don't overtly look like.
Excuse me, I am keeping track of everybody who is going in, so they were definitely looks directed my way from him to him.
There were looks directed your way to him.
I've been drinking.
I like that of your character, like kind of screaming this in the car, like he's yelling at himself. What is this?
Bounty hunter.
I'm such a good bounty hunter.
So good.
But so you
No
walk
idea.
in, you
I've
see,
hunted so many bounties.
you see again a very well dressed fellow, sort of trying to be helped by the receptionist. Bobby, what is Merlara dressed like?
Nothing.
I don't know. It's not,
But I mean, kind of like just casual wear, almost.
yeah, casual. It sounds good.
Okay, so then, so it wouldn't be something of note per se that someone would like. Again, like Jimson is dressed in a suit, he stands out. Okay,
Pretty mild stuff.
yeah. So you all three of you. So Alan, Dim, what do you do when you walk in? You see someone being helped by the only receptionist. You see one or two people sitting in chairs.
Well, I'm pretty impetuous actually, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk straight up to the desk and I'm gonna say, "I am here to see Rupert Merriweather."
Ah, lovely. And she kind of like almost as sort of like an excuse to stop whatever this is with Jimson. Like, oh, I'd love to help you, sir.
That's what I was working on. Yep, I'm hoping Jimson is the name.
Yeah, Jimson, roll an intellect check.
What? Are you questioning my intellect?
Intelligence.
As in
Basically
gentle.
to see if you're aware of what Dim was saying, and like to make the connection. Oh, that's the same person I, because you came out and said
Do I need to roll one?
yeah, we'll say he did it loud. Yeah, we'll say he did it loud enough that you would also be able to go, oh, what was that? Like, put two and two together. That was great success.
Hard success.
Yes, sorry.
That's kind of like what PA had last night, but don't cheat.
Danny also rolled.
That would be hard successes.
Where is it?
Sorry.
I just clicked it by accident, so we'll count that because it wins.
Oh.
It's one of your main stats, so it's at the top, but underneath the character name and whatnot.
Well done, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, so you both hear it, you both need to click, oh, and you both basically even like pull out the telegrams and go, yeah, that's the guy we're here to see. And so, realizing that, what do either one of you do?
I'll just follow along.
Yeah, and okay, and then Dim, she basically goes, okay, lovely. He's down in room 202, and she kind of like motions down to the left and says, 2 doors down on the right.
I believe there's a fourth member of the party still to
And
join.
at this point, it's now 9:30, 9:45.
Been here since 2 a.m.
You chose to not.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, the hospital opens at 7. You could have been in there in the waiting room by now.
You don't just walk into a place. You got to scope it out.
But so
There's
coming back.
there's a number of unsavory looking types that have just wandered in all at the same time.
So
We're
Jimmy,
about to have another
Unsavory.
wander.
yeah, Jimmy is. It's about 9:30, 9:45. You realizing it's almost time to go in. Do you?
Yes. Yes, I get out of the car. I put on my trench coat and hat. I get my machete, my gun, my billy club,
So now, when you have
and
all
I
these items
proceed
on,
I proceed directly into the front room and straight to the reception desk.
so now when you have, excuse me, when you have all these items on, are they covered by the trench coat?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Of course.
I have to ask with you guys. All right, and
He's a professional bounty hunter.
Exactly. Thank you,
Oh, it's a
whoever you are that I have not met.
He's
Yeah.
a bounty hunter.
thank
We
you,
don't know
voice in my head.
Bounty hunter.
All right, so you all in the waiting room. I'll say, for the sake of it, Jim.
Wait,
roll-
don't I get to talk to the receptionist like everybody else talked to the receptionist?
Jim, roll an intelligence check to see if you walked in. Oh no, roll a luck check to see if you walked in just as she was saying, "Oh, Rupert Merriweather is this way." God,
Shocking.
What happened? Oh, I failed.
I was like, "What happened? You did terrible." All right, so you do not hear. You see that the unsavory characters all walk down in a group towards a specific way. Do you walk to the receptionist, or do you actually decide to continue following them because you feel they're up to no good?
I follow them casually from a stealthy distance.
So it's a sort of lit white hospital hallway. Are you actually trying to be stealthy?
Casual. I'm very casual. not causing anyone to seem suspicious of me. I'm just very
I'll say
casually
then roll a
walking down.
stealth check.
I don't think I have good stats on that.
You do not.
But you're a bounty hunter.
Again, it's why I was with you guys when you made the character, and I asked like several times, "Are you sure these are the skills you want?"
Well, my character, so how'd I do?
A big fail.
I failed.
Shocking.
Yeah, I failed.
You did, yeah. I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm not stealthy, but I'm still pretty casual.
Well, so essentially, hang on. I'm just checking the stream glitched out for a second.
Looking around a lot. I don't like hospitals like this.
Oh wait, I didn't move you guys.
Places called Arkham give me the willies.
There we go.
Who's this insane man behind us?
There we go. So, well, yeah.
Apparently,
so-
we're all now sitting together.
Well, yes. So that was supposed to happen a while ago. So basically, you're behind them. You're being as stealthy as you can, but you do kind of like you're focusing so much on being stealthy and like watching them that you kind of bump into a tray every once in a while. And so it's
That
very
doesn't sound like
obviously.
something I would do.
And so it sounds like it's kind of like, yes, you are being casual, but everyone sees you. Everyone notices you. Now, they may just see you as a clumsy person. They may not see you as somebody trying to follow people. And
That's exactly what I want them to think of me as.
all right, so
Lowering their expectations.
even more messed up. All right, so you guys walk down without any. At this point, you three, as you're walking, you three realize you're going to the same place. Do you start introductions, or do you sort of walk down in silence?
Oh, I want to say hello.
All right, so do you guys? Yeah. Does anyone else respond back with that?
Jim. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Dashing.
Am I part of this conversation?
No, because you're 10 feet back, trying to be stealthy.
Just checking. I'm listening though.
Yeah.
So do you guys have names? I am Jim. Sometimes people call me Arky.
Call you what?
Arky.
Oh boy.
Oh,
you
I see.
happen to be from Riverdale?
I'm from Riverdale. Yes, I am. How do you know about Riverdale, sir?
Suspected as much.
Am?
I knew someone else from Riverdale.
Ooh, who'd you know? Maybe we have close friends.
I think his name started with a P. I forget the specifics.
The B?
A P, as in Paul or Pauline or Paula. Another name that
Was
starts
it Paul?
with a P.
Or Pauline or Paula?
I don't know. Could have been.
All right. How about this other?
Yes.
Fine-looking
Danny,
gentleman.
do you introduce yourself?
Oh, yes. You said you were from Riverdale. I too know someone from Riverdale. I believe he went by the name of Cole Sprouse. He was a good friend of mine.
Does not ring a bell, but
Oh, what a shame.
It's a pretty big town.
It's true.
Uh,
Anyways,
I have-
I have a
I have
gentleman.
listened-
Also,
and determined
I
that
had
none of
another
this is
friend from
necessary.
Riverdale. He dropped out of school in the 4th grade to run drugs and support his band. Maybe you knew.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I have been a drug mule in the past. Turns out that's actually in my bio. So I have some connection to the jingle jangle trade.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay.
So it seems like we all have things in common already, which is
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
yes,
Does
yes.
seem that way.
Indeed. What
What
are
is
the
your name?
odds?
What are the
What-
odds?
What are your names? Can I ask?
Oh,
Oh, my name's Merlara.
my compatriots call me Jimson Smuffisun the third.
Jimson Smuffisun?
Smuffisun.
Smuffisun. Very nice to meet you, Jim Smuffisun.
It's nice to meet you. Yeah.
As to you, Din.
I just noticed that punk derelict hobo that seems to be staggering around the halls. Do you
It
think
looks like he's trying to listen to us.
Yeah.
we should call security and have him escorted off the premises?
Maybe
Yeah,
we
it-
should.
Yeah. So Patrick, you have heard none of this. You are so busy focused on not stumbling into things, trying to be casual, trying to not let people see you
Am I?
drunk, and failing at all of those. That the last thing you can pay attention to. You catch snippets. You catch things like, Riverdale, maybe somebody's name, but none of the full sentences.
Jingle jangle.
And at this point, you three have arrived at the door. You're walking in, and you do turn around and you notice he is just sort of there, like standing basically in the center of the white hallway, trying to act casual.
I'm going
Very
to walk
successfully.
across to him and I'm going to say to him, dude, you look like a nervous boy at the 7th grade dance who's afraid to join the crowd. Here to be with us, or are you just lurking in the hallway?
Could you repeat
Wow.
that last part? You kind of cut
Oh,
out.
Are you here are you here to see Rupert Merriweather? If not, you should kind of move along.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
All right. Is there a
Who
red
could say?
sign?
Here's the
Well,
olive
clearly
branch
means
to
you
welcome
are.
you into the story, and it's like, no, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to
We're
spit in your
trying.
face. Yeah. All right.
Is there like an emergency phone that I can call security with?
No need to call security. I'm a former Gotham detective.
Yes, but you're the one that needs to be moved from the hallway, sir.
No, I go into the room too.
Just walking. Okay. So he kind of forces his way past you. You all start to you're kind of going in too because now you're worried about Rupert, and you're looking for the
I
phone.
definitely want to be the last one in the room, though, just in case.
Yeah. As you walk in, thankfully Rupert turns, and hang on, we can jump to the next spot.
Oh, I was here first. Wasn't expecting you.
What?
What we're doing here?
So basically, you walk in. As you do, Rupert turns. He sees you all. Ah, my friends, like compatriots. And he turns to Jim as well, and says, "Oh, I'm glad you could make it too. I knew with your police work that you must have been very busy."
I'm not a police officer anymore. I'm a bounty hunter.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. He kind of says like with a question mark.
Just hours.
It was not a promotion.
Oh, then I guess not. Congratulations. But at this point, you realize that yes, he is also expected. He's just an asshole.
I'm a loner and not
Read
a
it
team
on his
player.
face.
Yeah.
And we figured out the asshole part about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Also in the room are his wife Agnes Mayweather and his his 30-year-old son Bertrand.
Who's the old dude?
That's as close as I could get to a token in short of time. So that's supposed to be the son.
Okay, that dude is having a hard life if he's 30.
It's a hard life in Arkham. You know that.
Why would his son be in Arkham?
Guess
Well-
that's the mystery we have to figure out.
Town.
Why are
Arkham
you
is
in
a
Arkham?
town.
Yes.
No, Arkham is a hospital for the mentally insane.
Rupert laughs. Oh, Jim, you.
Sorry. So is that Jimmy as opposed to the physically insane, or
The what? Physically insane.
well, you said why specify mentally insane?
I don't think you can be physically insane.
That's my point. So why would you
Like insane is yeah.
I'm not an English professor. I'm a bounty
So
hunter.
as these two argue, Dim and Jimson, he sort of motions for you two to kind of like get closer.
I'm happy to walk closer, but very
Yes.
quickly, I'm going to be.
I notice that they're walking closer, and so I too walk closer.
As you two are arguing about the insane,
I drop out of
perceptive.
that conversation and walk closer, since I sense there's doings afoot.
Alan, then you said you want to be in the back of the group as much as
Well,
possible.
I'm just. At first, it was just me and Jimson going over there, right? So I
Yeah.
assumed.
Well, so yeah. So hang on. So it's basically
I have a very mixed history with Rupert, so I just like to keep a body between.
Okay. All right. So, but he motions you over, and he kind of, yeah. So he sort of leans over to his wife and his son, and he asks them, "Could you, he basically asks them to leave the room for a moment because he has to speak about something that's very private." They walk by. The son gives basically all of you like very untrustworthy, very sneering looks. He does
he's
not
on my
like
list.
you. You don't know why. But as he leaves, that's the look he gives you, and then they both leave, and you are alone with Rupert, who is in the bed. He appears to be very weak. He is covered in these sort of black boils. He has
Jesus, that's an aggressive form of cancer.
And actually, if you want, real quick, everyone give me a spot hidden check and then an intelligence check. Actually, do spot hidden. See if anybody succeeds at that.
Spotted.
I failed. I failed at everything today.
Okay, so Jimmy is good, and then
Wait, I did? Oh, look at that. Oh,
Let's
that's a
open up
hard
my
success.
character page
Ooh.
again.
Okay.
That means I can put a little dot by there. All right.
Okay, so
Look at that.
Jimson. So both Jimmy and Jimson see a hospital clipboard like on the foot of the bed, like on the metal bars, like hanging off of it for the. They see that
Hello.
unlike the other ones that like for the empty beds, that's just like a one sheet. This one seems to have several sheets, a lot of red ink. Like almost like things crossed out and stuff. If you two can give me an intelligence check. Actually, no, I'm saying there's a medical That is a medical thing. I don't know if it's medicine or first aid.
There's something called. I remember seeing something called medicine.
Yeah,
There's
if they
first
say-
aid.
Yeah.
There's medicine under language skills.
Oh, also, I think this. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
So we're doing medicine.
Yeah. You can either do medicine or you can do intelligence. I'll say. Whichever one you want to use, but I assume the higher one.
Oh, my intelligence is 50. My medicine is 40.
That's the thing. You may be intelligent, but not actually trained in any kind of medicine. But okay, cool. And then
I succeeded.
Danny, if I can get one, either medicine or intelligence as well.
Okay.
Oh dear. So you both see the clipboard. You both kind of look at to read it. Jimson, you're not a medicine person. You're a gentleman. This is not something that you know. There's a bunch of words that look bad, but you couldn't tell. Jimmy, you look at it and you see that the doctors basically have no idea what's wrong with him. They say cancer because they don't know. There are boils. There are there's like issues with like one of his eye is like his eye is acting like there's a swelling in his brain, but then it's also acting like his lungs under pressure. So they basically come to the conclusion.
Question.
Yes.
His eye is acting like there's a swelling in his brain. What exactly does
I'm
that
sorry.
mean?
I meant by that like his eye is like closed and it looks and like it's like basically his eye is not. I don't think it's called lazy eye, but it's like his right eye is not moving. And so I was basically saying that the doctors think that's what's happening. Is that, oh, he has brain cancer, there's something wrong with it. But then there's also symptoms that show that he has lung cancer. There's symptoms that show that he has colon cancer. And in this day and age, they basically are like, he somehow has 3 types of cancer. And that's why there's so much crossed out, like, because they basically
Triple
find...
cancer.
But he basically, they ultimately
ailment.
they don't know. They basically come to one conclusion, then somebody else will look at it and go, no, it's this, and that's why there's multiple pages. So you know that, again, Jimson, you simply know that, oh, there looks to be more pages than usual on his like medical report than
Yes,
others.
I'll pat him on the knee and say, "Quite the cancer you've got there."
I decide to be less of an asshole and share this information with the rest of the group.
So you do this.
Oh, cancer.
So now, do you do this in front of Rupert? Patrick, do you do this in front of Rupert right now?
I will wait until a more opportune time.